Hello, my name's Steve and I'm the bakery manager at Bognor Tesco's. I'm just going to present my life to you today in a sort of interactive way around the process of making bread also. The first ingredient you get in your loaf of bread is the water. This is the ingredient that holds it all together. So therefore this signifies my family. So I'm going to talk to you quickly about my family. So I was born October 1st, 1988 in St Richard's Hospital in Chichester. I've lived in Bognor Regis all my life, except a short stint, about 10 months in America. I mainly grew up playing football, swimming and wrestling with my younger brothers. In 2008 I met my girlfriend Vicky, and within 5 months of living together we'd moved into our first little flat. In 2010 my cheeky little monkey Oliver came along. Which certainly took my responsibilities to the next level, a parent. And then obviously we were a bit too cramped in the flat, so we decided to move into our first small bungalow. And then in 2013 my beautiful little princess Isabel came along, which then made my family complete. Oliver? The next ingredient I'm going to talk about is the flour. This is the ingredient within the bread that is the base of the bread. So therefore it's my baseline, which is my education. I went to Chichester High School for boys and had quite a love for tourism and the catering side of things. I left in 2005 with some good GCSE grades and still have quite a lot of love for tourism and catering. I then went along to Chichester College and studied travel and tourism again, and also IT. I had 3 A levels, and I also got an MVQ level 2 and 3 in catering and hospitality. Also, while I was there, I did a cabin crew certificate, but we won't go into that one right now. The next ingredient I'm going to talk about is the yeast. This is the ingredient in the bread that helps it develop and grow, so therefore this signifies my career, as that's what I want to do. I want to develop and grow into a future leader. I started at a young age, the age of 13, in Pagan Beach Cafe, and I was just sort of like a kitchen boy, doing the washing up, making people tea, and worked my way there. I was there for 5 years, worked my way up to sort of head cook, where I just do everything really, from open up to close. Then, due to it being seasonal work, I left and went on to Tesco's. I started there in 2006 on .com and used to just work there before college and then pick up overtime in the evenings on counters, security and everything really. I then moved in 2007, once I'd finished college, I moved into the bakery and started my career as a baker. By 2009 I worked my way up to skilled baker, and then by 2010 the bakery team leader. And then in 2012 I worked hard on my development and got appointed the bakery manager in Bognor. And currently working on my senior team options as we speak. In 2013 I've been put on 2 group roles for bakery, one by Mosen and one by David, in order to help sort of raise the standards of the group and the quality. I basically went in, worked shoulder to shoulder with the teams and with the bakery manager, just to get them to that next high standard and obviously the decent quality for our customers. It opened a sort of a door for the store managers. They all come to my bakery. They learned the importance of bakeries and the profitability side, and they also got to learn how to make a windmill, so that was quite entertaining. We also been lucky enough lately to be the trial store for the Love in Every Mouthful food evenings. So basically customers come, they get a short introduction around the bakery, a tour, and then they get a lot of samples. So it went very well down with the customers, and definitely got a few loyal customers out of that. Ooh. Yes, so the next ingredient I'm going to talk about is the additives. So this is the part of the bread that makes it unique and individual, such as a cheese loaf, an olive loaf, or also a tiger loaf. So I'm going to do this around my hobbies and interests, as that makes me unique and individual. So my main hobby and love is most definitely got to be for football. Massive football fan. Support Newcastle United. I want to say it's because of my father's side of the family coming from there, but it's mainly to do with my love of Alan Shearer, to be fair. So, massive Newcastle fan. Went to see my first football game at the age of 7. Newcastle versus Poland. It was a very entertaining game. As you can see there, I was quite a looker back then. I played for a team called Bognor Hawks from the age of 9 right the way up until 16, which my dad was the manager of. Probably the only reason why I got picked, to be fair. I wasn't that great. 2 left feet apparently. Just going to go on to my interest now. So I've got a real strong love for animals. Just going out with the family, going to zoos and aquariums. I've also got quite a small animal family at home. I've got Dizzy the cat, Tony and Christopher the cats, 4 rabbits, Waggers, Ethel, Casper and Rex, and also 2 tropical fish tame. One that you can see behind me here. They've all got names, but we won't go into them at this time because we'll be here all night. I'd say my favourite animal has to be the zebra. And this is not just because of the way it looks. It's not just because of the way it looks, but it's also what it represents. So it stands for individuality and balance, which I feel you need to be a future leader, as it makes you stand out. Anyway, so that completes the loaf of bread making. If all the ingredients aren't in your loaf of bread, you will end up with something that's not very good quality and definitely wouldn't reach the shelves in our Tesco's. Something pretty much like this. However, if all the ingredients are in place, and therefore you get something like this. So I'm just going to quickly touch on my brand now, so what I represent as a person. One of my key things is developing people with me. So every time that I progress up, I've always got someone there to progress up with me. So I've currently had 2 team leaders go on their placements for line manager, 1 awaiting sign off as we speak as for bakery manager, and another one on a placement. Also, I've had various people go through the apprenticeship scheme, so there's always someone there to progress up behind me and fill all the spots behind. Also, we have a 10 daily motto at our bakery. So we basically stand for 10 out of 10 super scored daily, from quality to service and to standards. We've got very high standards. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it.